Alrighty. Welcome back, folks. Ralph here. We're on for the second time today. Getting a little late though, but I want to get a session of some drawing in. We were on earlier. Got some editing done. Let's see, let me put on cam. Hello. Alright. So we got our Steam client open. There's a Steam VR Fest going on. They seem to have like each of these festivals or events that occur. I don't know. Sometimes there's like 2 a month or maybe at least 1 a month. But this current one celebrates Steam VR 2.0. And they've got free stickers to claim, so I'm gonna claim one right now. Cool, I got this green sort of diamond thing. Quite some odd stickers that they've got for folks to claim. I actually found it by accident, not by accident, but you know, just happened to open up the Steam client and saw that this is a new festival going on. Looked to the page and found that they added new stickers. I love when they add new stickers to each of these events. Alright, let's head over to library and boot up Scribble. There's some patch notes, November 29th. Last time we were on this, I guess we did the Frank Kelda drawing. There's a time lapse of this drawing up if you want to see that. Earlier today we did a video edit of the Sweet 16 Killer from Totally Killer. Fresh horror film from Blumhouse. Watch it on Amazon. So, time-lapse of this will probably be scheduled for maybe next week or something. We'll see. Probably next Tuesday, maybe. Kind of want to get the Slaughter House one too up in time-lapse form, maybe. There's a few time-lapses that I want to get up before the end of the year, but not sure if I have enough time to make all that happen, but we'll see. Let's put this up. Yeah, a lot of the still images that I tend to draw, like once they're finished, I upload them to the Steam page, or my Steam page. And yeah, some of them, they don't get a time-lapse version, they just stay in still image form, and that's about it. If I feel that the image deserves this time-lapse, I'll do a time-lapse. But I also have to make a cover of the tune based on the IP that it's based on. Got some trending artworks. Alright, this is the moment to cover your eyes. I don't want to show too much there. See, that's the public uploads, and sometimes there's like not safe for work images on there. And there were definitely some stuff there. Yeah, so apparently the last drawing that I did was the Frank Kelda one. Finished it on November. And yeah, time-lapse for that is definitely up. Took me a bit to get the time-lapse up, I think, because I had to do the instrumental cover of the main duet song from Frank Kelda show, which was it's like a Spanish, I think it's in Spanish, I think. Mexican, it's a Mexican stop-motion animated series that you can watch on Max. But we've done a whole lot of other stuff. It's going to play creative mode and create new artwork. Start off with some black. This will be a nighttime scene sort of thing. I also have some previous works, so you can bring up a slideshow. But first, let me see. Here's for folks who are unfamiliar with this app. It's called Scribble with an exclamation point. You can download free on Steam. It's originally it's still considered like a game. It's basically an online Pictionary game where you get to take turns drawing your prompt out, and the other players would have to guess what that prompt is that's being drawn. But they also have a drawing mode where you can freely draw. You can also invite other folks to join in on the drawing, so you can sort of contribute to the drawing together. Just pretty neat. And then here's the canvas. They've overhauled it a bit, so the developers were aware that there are quite a few artists that enjoy using Scribble to draw, and they've increased the size of the canvas so it's a little bit bigger. And the tools on the sides here, you got brush, eraser, paint fill bucket, then your simple tools, and a line tool. Color wheel on the side here. Transparency bar, eyedropper tool, preset colors, solid, change from color to color, and then just from there. 3 brush sizes, although let me select this. I can increase the size by using the mouse wheel. So, let's undo, redo, clear canvas, save, and then this chat box here. Happy holidays. Since we are in December now. December... what's today's date? December 6th still? The 7th soon. So I'm gonna name this one... kinda wanna call it the Angel, but then... I guess, they call him the Angel in the film, but let's see. It's a wonderful life. Yeah, I guess we'll just call him the Angel. So I haven't thought how to maybe go about laying this out, but I have some ideas in my mind. I'm about to maybe do like a concept, sort of a draft. Go for light white. So this is the main killer from It's a Wonderful Knife. Kind of want to get his face. He's got like a blank sort of mask. And he wears like this hood. He's almost got like a... He's a quick-moving slasher guy. Killer. Kind of like Ghostface from Scream series. But he's all white. Like from head to toe, he's all white. In terms of how, like what he would dress. And yeah, he's got like a blank face. You can't really tell any expression from the face at all. No holes in the mask. It's just blank. So it's gonna be like somewhat like, yeah. I was thinking to either have him face forward or maybe to the side. He's got like shoulder blades a little bit. I was watching, I did some research just before I hopped on. Some behind the scenes. Just small little clips behind the scenes. I managed to find a few. And there were tests. They were filming how the suit would look like on cam and stuff. I'm not sure how to line this up. I think I can probably extend his... I kind of wish I can move this upward, but the tools are very simple on this, and this, yeah, it's very basic and can't really do much else. Like you can't, there's no selection tool, there's no move tool. You kind of have to like redraw over, or you know, use the eraser to, you know, fix your mistakes and stuff. But since this is a draft, I can just make all the mistakes I want, and then I'll figure it out. But yeah, it's got this, I'm lost for terms right now. Not a gown, but it's like a robe. Yeah, it's like a robe. And it's all white. It's like a silky white. Let's see if I can display the knife. The knife is it's pretty unique looking. It's more of a dagger, I want to say. It's got like a circle at the end. But I also got to figure out how I'm gonna do the background too. So I gotta get that down first. Yeah, I feel like the knife should be like, the handle for it is a lot shorter, and then the knife portion would be like wings. See, I think my idea was maybe I'll have him hold like a globe, snow globe. So there's the movie poster for it that also has him holding the snow globe. But then I kind of want the snow globe to be like centered, and then I don't know. It would be something like this maybe. I kind of want to have him hold it out forward. So this is like a little off-centered. I'm not sure what I'll have over here, but since he's like facing this way, like there were different ideas that I had. Either he would face forward, or maybe like at an angled point. Kind of want to have him hold the snow globe like this. But then it's like a little on the low end there. I can always move this a little bit so I can show a little more. Then I also want to do the background too. Save this a little bit. I think the background would probably be like the aurora. Yeah, I was thinking to add, maybe just have the aurora in the background, and then some snow flurries. Snow flurries, and then like lights, Christmas lights at the bottom here, just to complete the image. Yeah, there seems to be a lot of green in the aurora, so get some green in there. And again, I might just move the character a little to the right a little more, so that it will be centered. Most auroras are usually like wavy looking. Or add like other variety of colors. Like the aurora should be sort of faded in to the night sky. I'm sure the night sky should be like completely black. But I can definitely arrange and add like a layer, different color. I was thinking I would use like a glove, which I do have. Here we are. A white glove to maybe have it in theme. Let me see if I can increase the opacity. You can actually see this here. Let's see, enable the slideshow. Past drawings, there you go. I don't know if I've added the most recent one. Hopefully it's in there. I think this drawing we'll probably do at least maybe I don't know, a couple hours session tonight. Since we were on earlier during the day. Tonight's session will probably be a short one. We'll see. Also still having some issues with the mouse. It may not disconnect. So far I haven't heard any the sound it makes when it tries to reconnect and stuff. Interesting. I'm not sure how the rest of the aurora even looks. Could add some blues maybe. Oh, there you go. I just heard the tick-a-tick. When I lift the mouse up a little bit, if it's too fast, it will just have that tick-a-tick sound. Ooh, that's a little too strong there in the color. Yeah, maybe have a little blues here and there. Sometimes the aurora would appear like red. There'll be some red spots. Though I feel like keeping it like a dark, deep black. It's more like mystical. It'll appear more mystical. And really nighttime, you know? And then just having the Christmas lights would allow for the lights to shine, stand out a little more than having any other color as part of the background. Maybe I can probably segment my way downward towards the what will soon be the lights. It's a nice neon green. Yeah, just regular green, but it's like a bright, not quite neon, but it's almost as if it like glows in the dark. But there's enough of it. I think just having the like big bright dots makes it more I don't know, mystical, magical looking. You kind of want to have that sort of a magicalness to it. Okay, let's realign this guy. It doesn't have to be centered, but as long as he fits the image, the frame, I mean that's the important part, is to have him fit in frame. Let me see if we can redo this. There's gonna be a lot of white color for the body. Realign this here. Bum, bum, bum. Actually, you know what? What if I were to... I was thinking to maybe use the circle as a way to align the globe and stuff. feel like I should make this part a little bit bigger, since it's like he's holding it outward. But I think as long as I get the perspective right, I can make it look like, you know, can make it look right. But yeah, something like this, I think having it outward like that. And then I think the mask would be like, get some more shading on there. It's gonna be a lot of whites on the body, so I might as well get it done. Get a little bit in there just to see how it looks. Now he also does that head tilt very much like Ghostface. Anyway, I was looking at the little clip of the behind the scenes when they were testing the outfit on film, and I just thought of an interesting like figure to add to the number of icons if this were to become a franchise, like a, you know, the next horror slasher franchise. They could add like a white owl, because from the look of the mask and the hood, when they were doing the T-pose as they were test filming it, it looked almost as if like how the eyes are aligned, and then how the white robe looks like. Like I feel like they could add like a white owl to maybe, I don't know. They don't have to do anything with the owl, but like it sort of has like a symbolic thing. I feel like if there's a white owl that appears, you know, the maybe the killer's nearby or something, you know, kind of like the crow. Like I look to the crow as inspiration too. But if they do something like this where it's like the opposite color, where it's not black but like all white for the holidays, I think that would be pretty neat as part of the, you know, the angel lore or something. And then the wings, you know, like the wing-like, you think of a bird, either a white dove, but not necessarily an owl. But yeah, maybe a white dove, I don't know. White dove would be another one. Either a white owl or a dove, I think. But then like turtle doves are like symbolic to like the Christmas thing, so maybe that could be a thing, I don't know. Turn that into like, you know, part of the story, maybe, I don't know. If they could do something like that. I think it's gonna be tricky to try and get the rest of the hood. I think it's important to get the outside first. He almost has like this sort of shredder sort of robe where the shield part, like the shoulder blades, would pop out. Whereas the compared to something like Ghostface would be no shield. Be like a simple robe. Sometimes it's ripped at the end. I think it's usually just ripped at the end, towards the bottom half of the body. Like his cape. I don't know if he's got a cape. I don't think he's got a cape. This guy here is like all white uniform. I think I would have to figure out the shading, how I'm going to do the shading for this. Probably be dark on the inside, maybe? See how this looks once we get more into it. Oh, let me see if we can bring out the indicator for the mouse. Totally forgot to enable that. I don't know how I forgot to do that. I feel like I should definitely do that each time I start. Like before I start even. And maybe I'll change the color. Because right now it's set to like not default, but it's like I adjust it to green instead. Forgot how I had it. Let me check the hue shift. Yeah, the hue shift would allow me to change it to diff colors, I think. Maybe not. I don't know. It turns it white. That's what it does. There we go. That's a lot more brighter. I'm gonna have to adjust that for another time, maybe. There we go. Now you can see the mouse clicks up there. I'm not sure about this this fist though. The way he's holding the knife. It'll be like there's gotta be enough room for the dagger. So it's gonna be shaped like that somehow, like that angle. Let's see how get that to look right. Oh yeah, we were working on the tune for Totally Killer earlier today. You may have caught a glimpse of it. It's all archived now. So that time-lapse is definitely coming soon. I think I'll schedule it for maybe next Tuesday or something. Tuesday seems to be a good day, or either Tuesday or maybe Friday, this Friday, for Fan Art Friday. Yeah, I think Friday would be good. Either Friday or Tuesday, I think those are two good days. Keep this one on repeat for a while, for a bit. Definitely want to save. There's some closer images of how the dagger looks like with the knife, the movie prop. It's part of the behind the scenes that I dug up, and yeah, it looks pretty neat. Neat little knife. What if I were to make it so it's like angled a little bit? So maybe the knife would fit more into the screen? So I gotta figure out how I'll get the hand to look. Actually, I think if I do the finger, make the finger a little bit bigger. Especially this one at the very bottom. Make it look like it's like, you know, coming outward. Same thing with the thumb. And then I guess the rest of them. I think it's also important to maybe give it like a little blur at the you know, whatever's at front, just to give it that effect, but not necessary though. Yeah, at first impression, when I saw the initial trailer for this, I thought the costume looks cool. Like I like the all-white look to him. And then like when I watched the film, I was like, it's a very simple design. I kind of wish they would add more to him, but maybe it's kept simple for a reason. And that possibly due to the character having to, it must be quick, must be lean and quick when it comes to the killing, you know, much like Ghostface. But the thing with Ghostface is he's got black, but he's also got white, with the white portion would be the mask. And he blends in the shadows. Same thing with the other slasher killers, like iconic slasher killers that would blend in with shadows. The other ones, I guess they will be more supernatural or ghoul-like, where Sadako from The Ring, she would also have white, but she's not human. So they're trying to go for a human character that will wear this outfit to go kill their victims. Off into the night, and they could blend into the snow. I think that's the you know, the main thing about the angel, is that he would blend into the snow. Snow, you know. Let me see if we can get this one down. I feel like the arm should go like under and then back to this part. It's a little strong on that color. Worries, we'll just blend in. I'll just add some random lines here. This will be like the sort of folds in the robe and arms. Folds, ripples, what do you want to call them? Definitely go in more detail like later on, but right now it's just like getting the main colors in and the drafts, I guess. Add the shadows later. probably want to go a little more lighter though. Let's see. Can't go any lighter, I think, unless I go gray. Oh, yeah, even the gray one is like... I think what I can do is I can probably go for black color. Yep. Even that color is like... Even this gray is like very, very visible. Let's try like black here. I would have to go the opposite way where I gotta use the black color to shade it. Alright. Well. Bum, bum, bum. Now, coming back to the snow globe. I think, like it has to have a base, right? Like there's a base with a snow globe. So maybe giving like a small indication like down here or something. Where it would maybe pop out from between the fingers. That would be the best way. Kind of want to base this snow globe on what's seen in the main poster, the movie poster. So there'll be like the sign of the Angel Falls, and then there'll be like, you know, the snow. I also gotta make it look like it's transparent. Save every once in a while. Boom. Boom, boom. It would be neat if I make it look more like scratched up or something, like maybe add some soft scratches or something. Maybe some X's. It would be neat if I go for a more comic look. Bolded lines, give him some outlines or something, I don't know. But definitely want to see how it looks in like a more sketchy sort of a outlines or something. Like chalk-like. Yeah, I think chalk-like is the best way to describe it. Give it like a chalky outline. Because chalk would be white, right? That'd be neat. Don't want to color that too much. I think inside is also white too, but it's like a shaded white though. During the another detail that I spotted in that behind the scenes clip is that it was once gold on the inside. Not sure why they chose gold, but I guess that, you know, due to the Christmas vibe, some ornaments or I don't know, some angels would have like gold on them. So maybe that's why. A lot of white on the, you know, the gown of it, and then maybe some rims of gold. But it was neat to see that sort of you know, different variations of the outfit. So they probably must have gone through like a few of them, a few different designs. And then when it came to drawing out how the mask would appear, initially I think the mask had eyes, like it had like bird-like eyes, like I don't know, like something you see from like almost like Vega from Street Fighter or something, which is pretty neat. Like it had eyes like that, holes. But I guess they didn't decide to go that route. Decide to not give him eyes at all, which is yeah, it's more creepier that way. More, what's the word? Like mysterious, which is a good thing. There you go. I'll have to maybe add the black shadow instead. That to not stand out too much. In a way, it almost looks like an alien, Well, maybe even a skull, but not necessarily skull because the nose would pop out. So maybe more as an alien. In the way it's shaped and stuff, you don't really see the nose at all though. Mostly the eyes would be like a little bit hollow. But you would be able to see like a little bit of the where the cheeks would be. Try and go with gray here. Very light gray. Like the side here would be a little bit more grayish, but not as deep, as dark as the eye portions. But I want to try and get like a solid white in there. I think the solid white would be great to use as like a highlight sort of thing. Yeah, something like that, I think. Smoothing that out. See how it looks when I have like a solid white. Oh yeah, that's definitely visible. That's definitely gonna work for when I make the shine on the mask. Something like that. But I don't want to do too much yet. I'll save it for later. Something like that. Okay. Let's go back to the arms. I feel like the elbow should be sticking out a little more though. Or else this will probably look a little more comic-like. Comic-toony. Unless I change the angle of the hand, because right now the hand looks like it's like, I don't know, it's like bent a little bit to the side. Yeah, maybe I should. I don't know. Yeah, let me see if I can fix this. It would be neat if it did go that route, though. I think the thumb would be cut right here if I go this route. Let's use the black to clear this part out. Then I can probably move the arm out this way. Gotta give that arm some room. Yeah, I don't know if I have the Frank Kelda drawing in the slideshow yet, but hopefully it's in there. Pretty proud of that drawing. Probably one of the most detailed ones that I feel it would appeal to a lot of folks on first viewing. Even though I put up the time-lapse of it, barely anyone looked at it. But yeah, it's up there. It's not so well-known IP because it's like a Mexican animation, and I don't know. I feel like, you know, doing fan art for not so well-known IPs, I feel like it's more deserving, you know. Whereas anyone and everyone would probably do like a Nightmare before Christmas drawing for the holidays, or anything of that sort. I think that's a more popular IP since it's like Disney, you know. But I feel like I want to give different IPs that are so underrated, you know, because I don't know, they deserve the fan art. So here we are doing a fan art of It's a Wonderful Life. And I don't know, I feel like it could be one of those underrated titles where it could shine in the future. It's like it will be in everyone's recommended list for like holiday slashers in the near future, or even the far distant future. So I think, I don't know, holiday slashers, they need to be more of them. There's a handful of them, but there's just not enough of them, you know? So I feel like this is one of those where it's like, it's definitely hitting the, I don't know, hitting the nail, like right on it. It's a nice, I think they went for more like Hallmark sort of a feel for a film. In a cute way, but then also laying down the ground for, you know, little small references to other classics, past slasher classics, which I won't say much of. I feel like I want to leave that up to the viewer to find out on their own. But there's a few references to past classics sprinkled in there. Just gotta look for them. They're pretty fun to see though once you see them. Once you know them. Like I said, yep, that's a nod to the old one, which is pretty neat. I like that. I like when today's films do that. It's like how Seed of Chucky, the two later films after the original trilogy, was it Seed of Chucky and which one was the other one, made references to like other slashers in the past. Even Psycho, like the original Psycho, Hitchcock, Halloween, Jason, you know, Freddy. I think I remember watching that a long time ago. It's important to watch the films, not just like, you know, hear from other people or reading on it. You gotta watch them to catch the actual references. But if you only just read them, then you're not really getting the full visual and the full, you know, the full what the film has to offer, you know. If you're only in reading text form, then how would you catch the small references and nods? And also the audio. The audio is important too. Like the way the character speaks out their dialogue is very important. Like it brings out that character. And why certain lines are more meaningful that way. Like you gotta hear how the characters say the line. I think one of the best things that came out of the both Bride and Seed, not only Jennifer Tilly character, but also Glenn or Glenda. That's a pretty fun, pretty wild idea, man. Can't believe Don Mancini did it way back when. With those two films. Made a lot of people angry too. It's like another reason why like those two last films were made fun of a lot. And because of that. I mean, there's a lot of puppetry too, but it's like his practical effects, man, practical works. You know, using actual practical effects and not CGI. There's like pre-CGI. Well, CGI was still around, but like it was still using practical effects for a horror film. And you know, that's something you don't get a lot of, unless you're in the indie scene, which, you know, I feel like A Wonderful Knife is placed under indie, independent. The RLJE, I think, is the label, and then backed by Shutter, so it's on Shutter service. Yeah. They usually post-production, when it comes to effects, they would add like extra blood or something. Like usually it's the blood that's done in post. Sometimes they do it for real, like Evil Dead series, they do the blood for real. They would like churn out buckets, like tons and tons of blood. For, you know, the latest Evil Dead film is probably the most blood they've ever used within the entire franchise. Either of the films, either of the TV series, even, I think. But the TV series was really well done too. Practical effects and everything. Makeup, the creature designs, all practical. So well done. But short-lived. 3 seasons. Yeah. It's tough to do that if you don't have the budget to do so. Which is why a lot of it's done CGs just to save like money from the studio. And also, and then after that is getting the movie to screen in theaters, in as many theaters as they can, and then the amount of screening time, you know, also costs a little more money for that part. I feel they should maybe add more darker parts in the inside, or else it would just blend too much into the foreground. So we can do here. Mouse still continues to disconnect and reconnect. Yeah, I think using the black afterwards is more effective. There we go, something like that. Some on this side. Although I feel like I could add like more color to it. Maybe the color is reflecting off of like the Christmas lights or something. Probably do something like that. We're just about an hour in. Got some hot cocoa. That's like sort of getting cold. Marshmallows in there too. Alright, so far it's coming out. Let me see if we can add some more stuff around here. He does wear like some sort of collar, and I think the mask also would have like cloth attached to it at the top to further cover the killer's face and head. And I think it also just keeps the mask on. It just helps keeps the mask on, I assume. But it would be taken off in the later part of the film. You can see the cloth as part of the mask itself. want to try and make it look like it's sort of waving in here. It's funny that I have glove on one hand, but the other hand is not. Doesn't have the glove yet. I do have the other glove, which is over here. I feel like since only one hand is on camera right now, just only need that one. Never had like any sort of decoration for like the hand portion. I feel like this is a neat idea. I don't know if anyone else does it, where it's just like cam facing onto the desk, and then you see the motion of the hand, and then also theming the hand to whatever you're drawing. Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen anyone that has done that. So the past drawing, I think the what is it, the Totally Killer one, I did like neon colored lines, like dotted lines. Sometimes there would be like a static line, but it's more of a stylistic choice. And I thought to do that in like a lot of older drawings in the past, would give it like a little bit of color, like sort of a stylistic retro look to it. And it turned out fine for the Totally Killer one, the Sweet 16 Killer. And I feel like I should do more of that, depending on the character that I draw. I would mix a whole bunch of like neon colors for that Totally Killer one. But I think the reason why it matches the Sweet 16 one is because the film itself would take place in like 1987, and then back to current year and stuff. It's like a little bit of time traveling in that one, which is pretty unique. Another thing that I saw from the interview with Tyler McIntyre, the director of the film, for this film, I mean, It's a Wonderful Life, is that he looked into like vintage angel tree toppers for inspiration for the killer design. And a lot of the old angel tree toppers would have a blank sort of face. Some would have a face, but a lot of them are, you know, white dress, gown, whatever, angels that would be on top of that tree. And he was going for that look, but he was also looking at like Assassin's Creed, I'd assume. Like they only mentioned video games. He said video games, but I think one character in video game world would be the Assassin's Creed. You know, he would have the hood, and then he would have like a, you know, there's a sharp part in the middle there. That's like the major difference. And then he also want to keep the shape of like, I don't know. Yeah, he also mentioned Ghostface too. A lot of Ghostface. So it's like swift, lean, carries a knife, you know, simple, kills his victims quickly, like a ninja. So, you know, it all comes together, and then they came up with that design, I guess. Very simple design, but I guess it works. Alright, let me see what I can do with the snow globe here. I think snow globe, you gotta have the snow on the ground, maybe the sign to like be a little bit wavy there, as if there's like hill. So the town that they're in, it's set in a fictional town called Angel Falls. And then there will be like a sign that would be crossed out the angel, and then they put Demon Falls. It's like a bit of vandalism. And they never explained who it was that you know, that made that vandalized the sign. But they show the main character just walking by as if she as if in like Back to the Future 2 or something, where Marty McFly comes back to his past, but then he finds out his past has been changed. Or even the future, I guess. The future makes sense too. Goes to the future has been changed, and then Biff would take over the city in that alternate future, because he would have the almanac in that first future. So when he goes back to the future again in part 2 for the second time, it'll be like this post-apocalyptic, almost cyberpunk-like. And then Biff would be like, you know, the mayor or something like that. Not the mayor, but like he's like, I don't know, the leader of the town. Maybe we should add some trees or something. I think a tree on this side, and then I'll have the sign on this side here. I feel I should be more stronger on the color. Actually, I think if I add the white for the background, makes sense. And I know for sure what I'll do afterwards when I add the shine and stuff. It'll be very I'll add like little lights, bright lights for the shine. Maybe it would be reflective of the lights that will be on the side here. I think that'll be a good idea. Get a dark blue. It's more like a dark teal. The sign would be like dark teal colored, I think. Yeah, I took some screenshots of the film too. I feel like I should bring those out to use as reference. Let's go a little bit darker. So I think the text for Angel Falls would be in like white, I think. And I think it says like welcome to Angel Falls. Let me see. Oh, thanks, sweetie. Sweetie Earth on YouTube. Hey there, stranger. Let's bring up that folder. Now apparently, okay, I'm looking at the image now, and yeah, it doesn't have like the welcome to. It's just a very dark sign in the background. Normally the signs would be like green, you know? But I can't tell what color it is because the film was so dark in that scene. But I remember the text that's written over it is in blue. Not sure what it says on top of it though. It's like all scribbled out. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just add the scribbles. I like how the O in Demon is it's got this the demon drawing on it. Not quite sure if I can get it all to fit in the sign. I'll try. The sign has to be a very dark color. It's hard to get it to like stand out. I think once I add the snow, that's when it's gonna appear a little more. Let's get Angel Falls in there. It's gonna be a bit strange. Let's try and write the letters in, because man, it's tough to try and get the lettering in. I'll try to make out as much as I can. Especially in this program, it's like hard to do any writing at all. Like this amount of detail require like a zoom tool, but we don't have any zoom tools in this either. Can't zoom in on the image. You just gotta, you know, make the best of it. It's not like MS Paint where you can zoom in. So this is like a little bit more simpler than MS Paint. So it's a lot of limitations. Well, at least we got the angel in. Angel. We might have to extend the sign a little more so we can add falls in. I mean, you don't have to, but you know, I'd like to. Oh. Okay, that's. Oh my gosh, I was gonna add more there. I think it looks like it could. That's close enough, I think. Can't really tell what that last one says though. But the angel part is more important. Okay, let's get this color. Gotta have the demon. Yeah, I think it's more of a... Here, let me save this first. Just in case I want to edit later. It's more darker blue though. Not darker, but... slightly darker. Something like this, I think. Come on, mouse. I feel like it's doing that disconnect thing again. The one way to make this stand out is if I were to... Where's that one? If I were to brighten out the color like how I had earlier. The previous color that I had was more brighter. Demon. Speaking of demons, I saw the new Exorcist film, which was yeah, Exorcist Believer, and yeah, it came out alright. I mentioned it a few days ago too. Yeah, it came out alright. And yeah, hope to see more. More scribbles down here. Not sure what the scribbles would say. I'll just add X's. Add some X's, scribbles. Some more scribbles over here. I feel like I should do like another brighter color. Like this color here would fit well. I would have to go over it. Oh, I don't know. Here. Or add some snow. There's the saw theme. I feel like I should add some lights to this tree though. What if we give it like a black base? Definitely would have to make it visible. Yeah, something like that. Let's go a little bit softer on this side. And I remember doing that Billy the Puppet drawing. That was pretty, I think it took 2 sessions or something like that. First session was alright. Got the pose down for him. It's pretty simple. Just faces forward. And then I think it was more exciting on the second one because I would add more detail to it to make it look more realistic. It's always fun to like get to the point where you're just only adding the details to it. The tough part is like coming up with the concept of the image, and then drawing out the draft, just getting that down. But maybe there's a different feel for it. I mean, it's still fun to think of the concept. And it's also exciting just to get the concept down and then getting it right, getting the alignment, getting the framing, all the calculations are done in that first draft and then confirming it. I think that's the tough part. But when you get to the, you know, to adding the details, that's when it gets more fun. You just have fun that way. And then, because you know that, you know, everything is already in place, cemented, and then you're just adding the details, and that's the fun part, is adding the details. Sometimes there's parts where it requires a lot of detail and time. Sometimes you just have fun with that part. You just go wild. And you just get so into it, you know? Cool thing about doing art is that you're so into your work. And you know, presenting it in that way is like, I don't know, it's just doing what you love, you know. It's a way of expression. Okay. Make sure this next finger here is also, I feel like this finger should be like more wrapped around. Just gonna add the other finger too. You also got to keep in mind that that is more close to the viewer than this other hand. So I gotta finish that other hand too. Yeah, I feel like this would require like 2 sessions. I think next session we'll probably do more details on the outfit and maybe also the sky. We'll see. Oh, let me also add. Oh, I feel I should add the well, I think I have a Santa Claus hat. Why haven't I done that? We're like an hour and a half in. We haven't got the Santa hat. I think the Boo hat also works too. So you can find it. Also got devil horns. Here we go. Santa hat. There we go. That's more like it. Save. Let's go back to the hand. Yeah, let's try and finish the one up here. Again, I feel like this hand is not yet finalized. I'm gonna try and get this draft. Okay. I think the handle should be a little more higher, or whatever that part is called. It's probably the only colored part of the sword. I mean the dagger, I mean. And it's like more goldish looking. I gotta bring up the image of the dagger. But the this part of the dagger would have like wings pattern to it. It's supposed to represent, you know, themed after the angel. Then the blade would be a regular like silver. It's like a short little blade. Nothing too fancy. Fanciest part is just the wings part. The wings part of the blade. It's just a very straight, some curved edges, and that's about it for the sword. Dagger, I mean. And then I think the ring portion at the end, hilt. It's just a simple circle ring. I think it's like a, I don't know what color it is. Like, might be part of the same color as this. Maybe this part here. Or maybe like a more silvery one or something. Let's get this. I'm not sure if that lines up. I think I gotta move the ring a little more. I think I'll have the ring out here. It looks like it's like angled a different way from this here. Let's try and fix it. That would be interesting if I might just face it that way though. That means I would have to fix this one here. That's an interesting angle. I could do that. So the only thing, yeah. Yeah, the Frank Adler drawing also took like a few sessions. I think like 2 or 3. Must have been 3. That was a fun drawing to do. I was so into it. Alright. I feel like the ring should be a little higher. So I can show a little bit of the rest of the dagger. We just got like a blue handle, like a dark blue. Deeper. It's not so much gray, it's more like blue, dark blue. Like that, I think. Anyway, it's almost like kunai. It's got the similar length, size as kunai. Those daggers that that ninjas would throw. Lightly go there. One thing I forgot to fine-tune in the Sweet 16 killer, Totally Killer drawing was the knife. I forgot to go back to that knife and fix it a little bit. But overall, it was okay. It was a little sketchy, drafty knife, which I feel like I only spent like a little time on. Like that drawing was fun to do, and it was fun to add like the little dotted lines around the character. Man, totally forgot to sharpen up that knife a little bit. That's okay. And then I was looking at it again while I was editing the time lapse earlier today. I was like, maybe I should like lighten up the thunder part, like the thunder lightnings, to maybe, I don't know, make it appear more. See how I can add the Christmas lightings. Some of the screenshots, it would just have, oh right, the aurora. Apparently the aurora would have like skies. Let's see, we add some more green, I guess. A lighter color here. Dark green, maybe. There'll be like stars in the skies. Really should add that, make that a thing. But adding all these different colors is nice though. The blues into the greens, maybe I'll add some reds in there. Just to give it more shape to it and a variety of color. Going for that waviness. We'll definitely have to maybe clear these sketchy lines here so you get more of the background in. Blend it in with the blue. Nice, nice, nice. I feel like I should spend more time on the aurora portion. It's nice that they actually include that in the film as part of the the story. The main character wishes on an aurora. Parts of it a bit sad too. Until she starts getting chased by the killer. We got some more greens. I do feel like I gotta add some reds though. Green reds. Oh man, that is definitely coming out. That is definitely coming out. Sort of blend it in. I think once I start adding the dots to it, it'll definitely shine more in the background. Add some pinks here. A little too strong. Not sure if this part here is the right spot for it. Let's go very dark. There we go. Maybe a little bit of purples. Blend in with that red. Secondary colors, blend in the green. There we go. Got a little bit here and there. Get it to blend in. Starting to feel like a little bit of Bob Rossi. Bob Rossi. How about that? Look at that. There you go, adding some color. You know what's funny is you get your plain white, a bland white costume, you know, but then there's the background. It's the Christmas lighting, the aurora borealis that's providing the color. Like that is, it's a great contrast. Yeah, I love that. I hope they do more of that sort of thing for It's a Wonderful Night Part 2 or something, if they ever do it. And that would be pretty cool. Like I feel like the lights would stand more out, like stand out a little more. You sense a little bit of it when the character first appears, but it's only for a short moment. Like the kill scene is pretty quick. Like the murder scene is pretty quick. You don't get to enjoy the scenery. Ba, ba, ba. Don't add too much. Definitely add some stars, but I don't want to overdo it. I feel like the stars might be confused as snow, mistaken for snow maybe. Add some over here. Okay, maybe some Christmas lights. Not sure how I'm gonna do this now. I'll do like a white light first, or maybe even a yellow one. Yeah, yellow one first. I want to add like, I don't know, star-shaped Christmas lights, because that's what's in the movie too. I'll just do the first bulb. I don't know if they ever have green. There's yellow, red, blues, but I'm not sure if they ever have green. The green would be the wiring. I'm trying to think. Sometimes it would be white. And only white. I'll just do the green for the wiring. But I feel like it should be like dark green though. I feel like the blue should be very light blue. Maybe not this color. Actually, I feel like I could just blend them in. Oh, I'm gonna have to figure out where I'm gonna have the signature though. But we'll see. Maybe I'll have it like, I don't know, right where the lights are. Maybe somewhere in between, maybe. So maybe not here. Let me move this one a little bit. Let's get a red. Oh, you know what? I feel like I could also just have like dots like that. Just have like little dots like that as like the bulb, but in the sort of like bokeh effect sort of thing. I think that would be neat. Let's get some whites in there. Some light yellows, maybe some blues. I feel like it has to be like this royal blue color. I feel like the circle has to be the same size for each one for the effect to look like it. So if I go like a different size, I'm not sure if it's gonna look right. Oh, yeah, I don't know about this. I think to remedy that, I can also fade it a little bit. Like it has to blend in with the background, like the night. That. Yeah, I think that sort of adds to it. Same thing for the other side, I could probably do the same thing. I think for each of these lights I could have brighter center to give it like a glow. Maybe a little whiteness too, center. Goes the mouse again. See how this looks with a bit glow. Not sure about that. The yellow one. Dun, dun, dun. All right, something like that. Probably go for maybe another 15. Let's color the suit a little more. I feel like this top shoulder part is pretty important. I think more so it just like curves downward and outward. Something I gotta note. Because it has like a sort of curve right here. I feel like this part here should go around a little more. Should be like that, I think. Almost reminds me of the White Ranger in the ninja uniform. In one of the early seasons, like during Mighty Morphin, I think a little bit more towards like Turbo, like somewhere between like Mighty Morphin and Turbo. I think Tommy would be able to transform into the ninja outfit, and I think they appear again in the movie, the 1995 movie. So you would be able to see the white suit on the ninja, which is pretty cool. It's kind of similar to that. We just got the shoulders, the shoulder blades, or no, not blades, but you know, the shield. And then like you can see his eyes, different mask. There's something about that white ninja outfit though. I was pretty inspired by it. Gotta love that pristine white. Yeah, clean this up here. Yeah, I think Tyler, the director, also mentioned that he didn't want the character to look too much like the character from the video game, Assassin's Creed, nor Moon Knight, which is Marvel property. Yeah, he specifically mentioned Moon Knight. I also think of Moonlight Knight, which also has a whitish. Yeah, it's a very white outfit that he puts on. More Arabian style. As if he's like traveling across the desert or something, you know? Moonlight Knight from Sailor Moon. Maybe it's probably lesser known. But you gotta be into the series. I think by season 2 he appears. But it's the Darien character, but then like a little bit after the Tuxedo Mask. Yeah, it's like he's no longer conscious or something like that of that part of his character when he becomes the Moonlight Knight. So it's like sort of opposite of Tuxedo Mask. I think that's another character that I feel like I should maybe do a fan art of someday. I kind of want to save it for, I don't know, good day to do it. Let's get this part cleaned up. Yeah, I feel like there should be less of the lines here. Like it should drape down more, as in, vertically, not horizontally. At least at the top part here. Because it's that sort of outfit. Then maybe once it gets to the elbows, that's when it starts to like crease downward. Same thing on this side too. Like there's more vertical lines going down than there is horizontal. Same for this side too, the body. I feel like, man, I really want to show the like the center part where the hood comes in. Let's get this side here. in certain lightings, some of the color would reflect off onto the mask and onto the suit. Sometimes it would be red, sometimes it would be, I don't know. Depending on the environment, would have like a different color that would reflect off. But having this is like almost as if it's got like no other lights around him, where it does. So maybe I can probably do like red or blue on the side here, along his arms. I think that would be a neat idea. This side here is important. In a way, the hood sort of almost looks like a nun in a way. Some nuns would wear white, sort of white, sort of holy, you know. I guess that's the thing with the angel too, the angel killer or killer angel. So I wanted to name it Killer Angel because it's an angel that kills. But in both the audible form or oral form and also text form, they would just have them set as angel and the angel at most. But not Killer Angel or Killing Angel. I don't know. Because they would have like a sort of town hall meeting where the citizens would you know, listen to the mayor and stuff, and there will be a tree set up for the town tree, and then the same angel with the same sort of look, like a blank look, faceless angel sit on top of that tree. Similar outfit, which would make for a pretty neat little prop to maybe like turn into like a piece of craft, fan art craft. Get a little more on the inside here. So yeah, this part here would be part of the mask. You pull out the mask, this would be part of it. Just covers a little more of the hair, just hides the hair a little bit, so you don't know who is behind the mask. Bum, ba-da, bum. Yeah, kind of want to save some room for next session if I were to come back to this drawing. We'll definitely want to add more detail to this, even though it looks like it's, you know, it's getting there. It's definitely getting there. Not quite as detailed as I want it to be. Some of my earlier drawings that I did, namely the Santa and Krampus one, which we probably should show up in the slideshow down below. That one was pretty okay. It was like a first sort of actual drawing that I did as part of the Scribble contest held by the developers of Scribble. And that was like the first full drawing that I did in the program itself. And it came out alright. It was a fun one to do. Not a lot of detail, but you know, it's like still solid looking. And yeah. But I feel like I could have added more details in the Jason Voorhees drawing though. Retro Jason. Also have that as a time lapse. One of the first time lapse I did, I think. I don't know if I have an archive of the Santa one. I don't think I've ever streamed that one. I think I just did that offline. I did that like off stream. and then I just submitted it to the contest. But if I do ever have time-lapse of that, I would definitely make that thing. But pretty sure that it didn't record it or anything, or else I would have a backup of it and archived of it. All right. Man, definitely want to add more to this. All right, just now crossing the 2-hour mark. Probably keep going for a little more. Let's see. I'm not sure if I want to add anything else to this. To the snow globe, I mean. I want to make it look like, you know, you can see through the globe. And then also leaving the border around it so that we know. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, the mouse going haywire again. All right, save that. Oh boy. See how it looks on a preview here. Yeah, it looks alright. I'll definitely have to add more detail. Maybe I'll fix the one of the shoulders a little more. Gotta make it a little more like this part here needs to go down more. Yeah, I might have to fix this shoulder here. Let me see if we can add another layer here. This should appear like the arm is like flexing, and then this part here should be a little bit lower. Might as well fix it now, right? Just have it like curved down a little bit. Imagine he has like a second layer of shoulder there. Shoulder blade, what's called? Wings. Bum, 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 bum. Alright. Think I'm gonna step away for a little bit. I'll probably end it soon once we get back. So, be right back. Okay, we're back. Of course, I had to remove the glove too. Let's see. So far, it looks alright. Kind of want to make the image more clearer, but I think I'll leave that, the rest of the details for next session, whatever that will be. Yeah. Tomorrow would be the Game Awards. I might wanna. I don't know if I want to hop on early to do another stream. I think I was thinking to maybe hop back on to finish this drawing. But yeah, I mean that would be neat. Maybe not during the day. I think at nighttime, like after the Game Awards, if I watched it, yeah, I could probably further talk about it as I finish up the drawing or something. But yeah, it's either going to be back to this, and to have like an art session, 2 art sessions within a week, I think is pretty rare. But you know, since I don't know, towards the end of the year, I feel like there needs to be more art. I don't know. And also because I want to, you know, finish the drawing as soon as possible, and then get it uploaded and stuff, time lapse. Before the end of the year, we'll see. Oh, I think I can also do like editing. Could do that. Like there's those 2 Korok drawings that I gotta upload in time lapse form. That could be a possibility. Yeah, I'm not sure what else. There's a few drawings. I think there's also the Slaughterhouse one. I kind of want to get that uploaded. Yeah. Either that, or maybe I can come back to finishing this, working on more of this. But yeah, looking forward to the Game Awards. All right. Yeah, I think I'll end it around here. I think it's about an hour and a half, or 1 a.m. my time. Alright. Yeah, I think it's about time. Oh my gosh, the clicks. I feel like I should move the like the mouse indicator more closer to the to where the camera is. Or maybe move the camera altogether to where the mouse is. But we'll see. Alright, saving that. So I'm gonna end here. Be back tomorrow. I'm not sure it's gonna be during the day or maybe after the Game Awards. I'll definitely be back on to do more drawing, maybe? Not sure. We'll see. Alright. So I'm gonna take off for now. Have yourselves a wonderful rest of your night or day. See you next one. Later.